Hey man, Gary Walker here with liveanabolic.com. In this video, I'm gonna show you an upper body TriCon workout that you can do at home using nothing but bands, all right? So there's no excuse not to continue to make progress, not to continue to build muscle, to get in shape, to get healthy, to get fit. All you need are bands, all right? Bands are pretty inexpensive, but you can do a lot with them, especially when you utilize TriCon training. That's the thing. When you work out at home, it's really difficult to build muscle. It's easy to do a lot of high repetitions and build muscular endurance, lose weight, boost your metabolism, do all of those things. So that's typically what people do. They're doing their banded work, they're doing their at-home work, they're losing weight, they're trying to get in shape. However, to build muscle requires something different. It requires more intensity, it requires more time under tension, and even lactic acid buildup. So you do those three things to an at-home workout, then guess what? Your body is primed to build muscle, all right, to increase hypertrophy. So that being said, you're gonna be doing a full upper body TriCon workout, like I said, using nothing but bands. Two different things. The very first exercise, I'm gonna give you two options. You can do a push-up. So the push-up version of a banded TriCon set is basically wrapping the band around your back. All right, that's gonna create resistance when you push away from the floor. As you lower yourself to the ground, there's less resistance. That being said, when you're doing a TriCon set, here's the thing. If you've done any of my TriCon sets with free weights, then you know we do the isometric holds at the mid-range. However, things are different when you're utilizing a band. The more tension you place on the band, the more tension you're placing on the muscle, more resistance that you're creating. So that's typically where your holds are gonna be. So with the push-up, that's what we're doing. You're gonna do your 3 explosive reps. Right after you're done with your 3 explosive, then you're gonna do your 3 10-second isometric holds. This is about 3/4 of the way up. The only reason you're not holding all the way at the top, which is when the resistance band is stretched the most, is because I'm afraid you might accidentally lock your elbows out. If you're locking your elbows out, you're taking tension off of your pecs, off of your chest, and that's not what you wanna do. So get all the way up to the top with that tension and then unlock your elbows slightly. That's gonna create a lot of tension in your pecs. So 1001, 1002, 1003. You're doing your 10-second holds here. From there, lower back down and then go straight into your second hold. Again, just under the locked out position. 1001, 1002, 1003. Make sure you're counting just like that and not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want a legitimate 10-second hold. All right, then you're gonna lower yourself back down and get straight into your third isometric hold. By now, your chest is probably on fire. You're already feeling that burn, you're feeling the shakes, you're getting lactic acid in your chest. All these things are working to help build muscle. All right, now once you've done your third isometric hold, now you're gonna do your full range of motion reps, all the way down with a 4-second cadence. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and then press yourself back to the top with that same cadence. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So full range of motion, super slow reps. That is a push-up utilizing a TriCon and a band. All right, TriCon set with a band. All right, here's the thing. The push-up is actually more of an advanced TriCon set. So exercise for the chest. If that was really difficult for you or you couldn't do it or you know straight up you're not gonna be able to do that, then do the bench press version, all right? You can do this seated, you can do it standing. Just anchor the resistance band to something behind you, stand away from it, and do a standard bench press with the band. All right, here's the thing with the bench press. When you're doing the bench press with the band, the same concept follows, all right? So basically, you're still gonna do your TriCon version. So you're gonna get a nice stretch. Step away from whatever fixed position that you set the band in, all right? Step away far enough to create enough resistance for you to challenge yourself. And explode the first 3 reps. Explosive, control it on the way down, explode back up, control it on the way down, and explode it again on the third rep. And then on the hold, here's the thing with the hold that's similar to the push-up. You're basically going to hold just short of locking out your elbows. So again, you're not doing a mid-range hold like you would if you were doing a free weight version. So nice good stretch, and then go straight out to the lockout position and then unlock slightly, and that's where you're gonna hold that 10-second contraction. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, all right? Just like that, 10 seconds, bring it back down into a full stretch, and then right back up into your second hold. So you're gonna do your second hold another 10 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003, just like all the standard TriCon sets. These are all going to be the same. After your 10 seconds are up, another full stretch, and then go into your third and final isometric hold. So 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, all right? You're gonna do your 10-second holds, and then you're going into your full range of motion, super slow reps, the last 3 reps, all right? All the way into the stretch position, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and then press back to the top, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and you're gonna do that 2 more times for a total of 9 reps. All right, whichever one of these chest exercises you chose, they're both very good exercises. But from here, we're going into a back exercise, and now we're doing a back row. So we're gonna do a back row, which is basically the same situation. You're anchoring the band to a fixed position, and you can do this standing or seated. Depending on where your fixed position is, just find anything to anchor to. It could be a bedpost. It could be a leg to a piece of furniture or something. So it doesn't have to be anything too extreme. So just something that's gonna hold the resistance, all right? So however you're going to do this, seated or standing, basically same thing. You want to step far enough away from the fixed position to create tension. And then we're doing the same 3 explosive reps. So you're driving with the elbows. Just always remember that when you're working your back. You're not pulling, you're not flexing your biceps, you're grabbing the resistance bands and you're allowing the elbows to drive back. So drive back as far as possible, squeeze your mid back together as hard as possible. All right, good squeeze and then good release, good stretch. And then again, explosively do your second and third rep like that. 3 explosive reps. All right, now we're getting into your isometric holds. Here's the cool thing with the band. So when you're doing the band and you're doing your back, the isometric holds are gonna be as far back as you can get those bands. That's the greatest resistance. That's the biggest peak contraction in the lats. So that's the goal here. So good stretch and then bring it back as far as you can and hold that. Hold that contraction, 1001, 1002, 1003. So make sure you get your full 10-second contractions and then release gradually, okay? Stretching those lats out and then drive them back again using those elbows. 1001, 1002, 1003. That's the counting cadence you should utilize, an actual 10-second cadence. And stretch those lats out again, far stretch, and then bring that contraction all the way back, squeeze those lats together and hold that squeeze as hard as physically possible. That's what you want to focus on in these isometric situations. When you're doing your 10-second isometric holds, then imagine squeezing the crap out of that muscle, man, as hard as possible. That's gonna bring in all those muscle fibers. It's gonna help you create that hypertrophy you're looking for. So after you've done your third 10-second hold, now we're doing our full range of motion stretch. Allow it to stretch, release the band slightly forward, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and then drive it back slow, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and you're gonna do that 2 more times. Full range of motion, 4 seconds back, 4 seconds into your contraction, all right? Okay, after you've done that, now we're gonna be doing a standing incline. So we've done a bench press version. Bench press or push up, it's all a bench press version. It's a flat imitation, flat bench imitation, all right? So you've done that, now you've done your row. Now we're doing upper chest. So you'll see me fixing this band to a lower anchored position. I've got a barbell here, but again, it can be anything that's a lower position. Then you're gonna step into the loop and you're gonna step away from the fixed position to create that resistance in the upper chest and mimic the angle of an incline bench. That's all you're doing. So you're driving your elbows down and then you're pushing up towards the upper chest, all right? Driving your elbows down, pushing up towards the upper chest. And same thing with all TriCon sets. First 3 reps are super explosive. Super explosive reps, and then that's gonna be followed by the 3 10-second isometric holds. Again, this is another bench press style movement. So just below elbow lockout is where you're gonna hold these isometric contractions and really focus on contracting the chest, squeezing the chest, making the chest fire and contract throughout the entire 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, all of these seconds, all right? So the mind-muscle connection is key when you're doing TriCon sets. That's another benefit of the TriCon sets. It actually helps develop a stronger mind-muscle connection. All right, from here, a nice good stretch down and then go straight back up into another 10-second hold. And you're gonna do this one more time. So for a total of 3 explosive, 3 10-second isometric holds. And now we're doing the full range of motion super slow reps. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004 on the way down, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004 on the way up. So that's the cadence you're gonna utilize throughout this entire workout with every exercise that you're doing. All right, so now we're hitting that upper chest. We've hit the mid to lower chest. We've hit the lats from the overhead position or from the row position. So now we're gonna be doing a vertical position. We've done the horizontal row. Now we're doing a lat overhead pull down. All right, here's the thing with the pull down. Attach the band to an overhead position. If you have a door, a lot of people have those bands. So you may have the bands that attach to the back of a door. You close the door. All right, basically that works as well. However, change the angle. If you're pulling away from the door, that's more of an upper row, okay? A high row. I want you to mimic a lat pull down. So basically a lat pull down is hands directly overhead. Elbows are driving down to your sides and back. Hands back over your head. Elbows are driving down to your sides and back. So to mimic that, you just need to bend forward. Lean forward, bend forward slightly to create that exact same pattern with the door. All right, but if you have a standard overhead, then just do a standard overhead as you see me doing here. And that's gonna make a big difference. So same thing, drive down as hard as you can. Once again, working back. So use your elbows as the drivers. Drive them back as hard as possible. Release slowly, drive as hard as possible, as fast as possible, release slowly. All right, once again with back, the isometric hold is in the most resistance position. The position with the most resistance is going to be all the way down, band far away from the attached position, the fixed position. And again, focus on driving with those elbows and squeezing that back as hard as possible throughout the entire 10 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, full 10-second contraction. Release and stretch those lats. Get a good stretch at the top. Come straight back into another 10-second hold. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So again, nice, good contraction and back, good stretch all the way to the top, and do a third hold, all right? After your third hold, now we're doing the full range of motion, super slow reps. 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down. So once again, you are doing 8 seconds for a rep, and you've done that for your last 3 reps. So now you should have 9 reps done. So 2 exercises for chest, 2 exercises for back, but we utilize exercises that are gonna emphasize different angles. Different angles works different parts of your delts or your pecs, your chest. different parts of your lats, your rhomboids, your whole back, all right? So now we've got chest, now we've got back. Now we're getting into your delts, your shoulders. So the exercise I chose here is a shoulder press. Again, TriCon banded shoulder press. So to do the shoulder press, you can actually alter the resistance. You're gonna stand on the center of the band. The more resistance you want, the wider you're gonna stand. The less resistance you want, the more narrow your stance will be, okay? And if that is still heavy for you, if you're a complete beginner and this feels heavy, then you can actually sit on the band, and that's gonna take a lot of tension off of the lower half of the movement. It's only gonna create tension for your upper half, which will work fine as well. Just focus on working on your progress from week to week into where you can get into a standing position, all right? But that being said, same thing, you're standing here, you're grabbing the bands, one on each side, keep your elbows out to the front slightly, and you're gonna drive the band up as hard as possible for your 3 reps, 3 explosive. And here, this is gonna be similar to the bench press. Your hold is gonna be towards the top of the position, but just inside of lockout, all right? You don't wanna completely lock out, because if you do, you're actually resting slightly. You're taking a lot of tension off of your delts, off of your shoulders. So go ahead and just unlock those elbows slightly and hold that position there. Another advanced movement when you're in that top position and you're holding. Another thing you can do, another little trick you can do, is pull the band apart. Not only are you pushing it over your head, but then pull it apart at the same time. Then you're engaging your medial delts, the side delts. So by driving the bands up, you're working a lot of anterior delts, the front part of your shoulders, and by pulling the bands apart, you're activating the medial. So this becomes an overall great delt exercise. So it's a 2-part exercise, but it's a tremendous exercise, man. You're gonna get great benefits and get those round boulder shoulders, all right? So you're gonna do your 3 10-second isometric holds and your 3 full range of motion reps. And when you're doing the full range of motion, same thing. Even when you're lowering the bands, you're still pulling them apart. You're lowering and pulling apart. As long as you're pulling apart, you're activating the medial delts. As long as you're lowering and raising, you're activating the anterior delts. So make sure you're doing both simultaneously to get tremendous benefits. All right, that's your shoulders. We're almost done with this workout, man. Now we're getting into the biceps. So for this, we're just gonna do a standard bicep curl. Same situation here, stand on the center of the band. The wider you stand, same thing, the more resistance you're creating, and vice versa. Completely up to you how you wanna do this. And basically, I like to completely supinate my grip. So get your palms facing up and rotate your pinkies away. So basically, you're trying to bring those wrists and turn them out as much as possible. Get the pinkies up higher than the thumbs. That's gonna make a huge peak contraction at the top of the movement. All right, here's the thing as well. Keep those elbows pinned to your sides and back behind you a little bit. If you're straight up and down, then in the hold position, you're gonna be, again, taking tension off your biceps. By bringing those elbows back slightly, your hold position will be the fully contracted position. All the way up at the top, that's gonna be the most resistance from the band and the highest peak contraction. So that's where you should be focusing on your 10-second contractions. 1001, 1002, 1003. Also, while you're up there in that peak position, really make sure you're rotating out. Rotate out and focus on really bringing those bicep peaks out. So this is another great exercise. 3 explosive, 3 10-second contractions, and then 3 full range of motion reps as well. All the way down in 4 seconds, all the way up in 4 seconds, all the way down, all the way up. All right, last thing you're going to do is a tricep exercise. Several I could have chose from, however, we're gonna go ahead and do a push down variation. So same thing, overhead fixed position. Fix that band overhead, attach it to a high position, and step away as far as you can to create even more resistance. Step away from that apparatus, you're gonna create a lot of resistance. Pin those elbows to your sides and drive that band down as hard as possible, nice and explosive. Bring it up slow, drive it down, 3 explosive reps just like that. All right, here's the thing here. You want this to be in the fully locked position. That's where you want these holds to be. Go ahead and hyperextend those elbows. That's the mental image you should be creating, and hold that contraction 10 seconds. Full peak contraction, 1001, 1002, 1003. Bring it up nice and slow, good stretch, and go ahead and get it all the way back down into that locked position. Locking it out is a lot of tricep. It's a peak contraction. So you're gonna be focused on doing that through all 3 of these 10-second holds. That's gonna give you massive triceps, man. All right, so 3 10-second isometric holds, and then your 3 last reps are gonna be your full range of motion. 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down. All right, man, that's it for your upper body TriCon workout utilizing nothing but bands. It's a great, great workout. This is a long video because there's a lot going into it. I wanted to demo how to do these exercises correctly, because once you get this down, you're gonna get a great workout, a lot of benefits from this. Still be able to build mass at home. So that's the key. By utilizing those 3, the intensity, the time under tension, and the lactic acid, you're still gonna get great hypertrophy from these workouts. All right, man, I hope you like the workout. If you do, give me a thumbs up, let me know. Also, share this video, man, with your buddy, family members. I know you got some people that are friends of yours or family members that can benefit from these workouts, especially the ones at home. But other than that, man, that's all I got. Get busy, get after it.